Say yeah, Kessben and Arabo. Teachers in a strike, taking a hired bite. War a year addition for no eso. Osha Nagrat and a year concerned teachers. Any more kawinina no. One more accolade for strike. The kind a year one more conditions of service. The tosumi no is the fact is one more say a buying for some years now. At a teacher for Sika. And they a buying promise no was that one be my teacher ni bia no laptop what they be juma teacher for na ankasa ana edio musika etua besi nei no nya dia laptop aba wo musika nso aban te yen so a eno nso emma de atoso me ensa wo mugina so e de cost strike is the fact say wo musi wo munuanom bi okọ eye controller and accountants general validation processes are wo moye wa wukra eye Ghana card no ne validate na etimi aboa na wo mo etimi ede atua wo kaye ni nyina no omunuanom bi ho a wo musika akamu a entimi emaye na akwakoye nsem bebre mameni Jacob anaba eni enkomo emra vice president edema Nagrat na anopa mimisa se dabe na wo mo ebe resume Mr. about to good morning Kessben Sunim Pomboko there
Yamina dum me ho ye na oswe
Eradi adom me nso me ho ye Mzanaba me da asesa do pe waje
upper parliament and lower parliament speaker
we know lower parliament and you know the whole country be obi here
Mate and I'm me a member
and then you're a member until you've caught the eye of the speaker.
Kessben 92.9.
Yeah, some ho ye there.
Yeah, ho ye pa. Na mo nso e.
Me chair tiefo. Nyame adum ye nanso ni aka na aka.
Now, the edit comes and about edit mo call them strike. Na one serving notice BI.
Mami chair uti for bio. Na men kan kire uti for say. Yes, service notice more than 2 weeks. Obi kase ya service notice na nipa no auditor. Enra ewo joy news.
Yeah.
Joy TV me the hard copy no ko kire omo. Yes, service notice more than 2 weeks on 29th of February. Apart from that no. Ye call meeting ewo Koforidua. Ye na sponsor meeting no. Ye employer and any fair wages. Employer GS. The Director General Bahobi.
Okay.
Deputy Director General so Baho. The Human Resource Manager Ebaye. Then fair wages. One of the leaders, NID Kamba Hansana CEO, Engineer Atta Ebaye. On the 19th to 21st. Now, engagement, break it down.
Okay.
And that is since 21st of January. And I also need mandate. I catch say, yeah, man, 1 week and not 2 weeks. On to me, and your mandate and back can be papantre. All this while, almost a month. And now also a man who letter no how? Actual letter through our Director General also one who letter. So I know and you know
fair wages for one say one more who letter no and when agency ben
fair wages.
I see.
According to Orono, National Labour Commission say yan serve one letter. According to fair wages CEO. Manti MMP National Labour Commission mean kasa omo na mo sesa.
I see. Now, yeah, it took Ghanaians by surprise because mostly no, mube declare strike here to say ya, anka mo declare press engagement. Na mo put it out mo issues no, na afi ultimatum no mo timi ediaba. But we know say mo ye brano. But where the answer that until hon wa bebre.
Enya no kware ye frame I think 2 weeks before.
Okay.
And ye catch them. I mean, him so we correspondent be by every Mahodia. But you catch the whole world say, ye near my biakum. Anna, ye chance say, Ombe Freya, Oman Freya, Ombe Tianka. We inform them. And they are away. And all him said, when you are negotiating, and you are negotiating good faith, near my be you can't disclose them. Aha. Enti ye no na ye di niema no ye ntimi nkan nyina wa abonten. But for them to come and say ya serve them letter no They are pushing us to say things, and that is what exactly we will say.
Now, concerns I'm raising, I mean, Mabubo Bobiswa, more issues about controller and accountant general. More members are more salaries near their akem.
And your controller and accountant general, office of the
special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor.
No mom na freeze salaries, no.
Or no, for no reason. Into Yantiasia, we don't know what happened. Over 1,000 of our colleagues.
Yes, but justification, no anything.
And no, I be no, because our justification be Nkwafa Omaya Juma for the month. Omuko banka, we have to salary. So then, special prosecutor say they shouldn't be paid. And I be sano. We have not had any response. And we don't understand why it should be we targeting teachers.
But response being a controller the mamo on this because
I'm
sure.
Yes, still that is why it's part of our release. We anticipate Obiama a reason be a
is it the issue? Yes.
Call bank no. Yes, see. Special prosecutor say Omufa went to Ketjano so. He's investigating something.
Is it the issue about double salary and a lack of validation?
Menia, speaker.
Is that number?
As we speak, I don't know what the reason is.
Even at the Nagrat leadership level.
Sir, Anka, yeah, ma'am, wanted me. Or if they had explained to us, Rebecca say, Omuka say, a teacher for me, yes, ABC. That is why NINTS. But as I speak to you, Omuka, yeah, teacher for me, yeah. Obiam Boson Tre. So, Obia Markachemo and Amatia, fine. Maybe I don't have any communicate to that effect. Me, teacher for me, yeah.
And then we name duration, so Office of the Special Prosecutor at the ESI investigation here.
Yeah, we don't have any correspondence from him, so we cannot tell to what time I obey. But at least we know that about 2 months. That was in within 2 months period that some teachers suffered this blockage.
I see. And say no. How do you intend, sir, more employer able to me resolving this particular challenge with the Office of Special Prosecutor?
It's a very simple matter. Then Tina, oh yes, give us the reasons. Yeah, we don't employ unions. We don't employ teachers. Ghana Education Service and I employ teachers.
Yes.
And who employ teacher near? Obey a member. We have to safeguard and protect the member. If you qualify as a teacher, you become our member, a professional teacher. You become our member. Anything that we have to do to safeguard your interests, you bear. Teacher, you're born in now, person punishing one.
Yes.
We need to understand what a teacher in a year. That is all. We cannot say that teacher in a born into home punishing. Or you're born here, he has to be punished. So one question for the stipulated number of days, now person punishing. You bring evidence to indicate that. You are supposed to go to work. At least it's one question 10 days. Yes, you have to be punished for 10 days. That we know the law. Give us evidence to prove.
Very well. Now, I'm asking all these questions because I know, sir, they are trying to engage more unions, back to the classrooms. Now, in the absence of reasonable justification, Saniema way call Ediama some of your members, I mean, how do they expect to get you guys on the negotiating table?
In fact, Saniema, who say Yabubo, Niama, Num, so Saniema, 4 of them, it is entirely with our employer, that's GS, Director General, who is to resolve them.
Okay.
But Bakuye, with our employer and fair wages. That is our collective agreement. Because fair wages have to sit in. And that is where the negotiation happens. After Niaka, you can't watch them. No, you need a director general will resolve them. Timetable any regular. Sika salaries of some of our members are special prosecutor in Satosono. Those ones can be resolved with our director general. And here negotiation be but and then the scheme of service.
Okay.
Scheme of service. Those ones we can easily resolve them. But we need to sit at the table and agree. From 19th to 21st, and the Fair Wages and Salary Commission, they didn't have mandate for the new condition terms that were put on the table, and they had only one mandate. That is what has broken down properly, so to speak.
Very well. Now, the question I ask again, what's your concern about the one teacher, one laptop policy?
Yes, the concern is that Abai promises he will provide laptop to every teacher. They will take up 70% of the costs. That teacher in tier 30, and that money 30% of the teachers. It has been deducted. It was deducted from source. Our CPD allowance, so every teacher has paid that money. And as we speak to you, a lot more teachers have now about 100 a year, about 10,000 or so. They have not received their laptops. They have not received their laptop, and that is a concern.
But yet 30% from their salaries at source.
Yes. Yatisicano. And I am Palmom.
And today, GS, any Ministry of Education, on this.
There be among my excuses, giving us timetable. We'll provide it by the end of March. Now, up to now. They keep changing the date. Say, we'll provide, we'll do this. And we don't get it.
And as I say, then I'm more seeking for more members, no more per se, say laptops in Yama, a buying refund or Musika Mawomo, and idea.
No, we need to understand. The laptops must be given. I don't know,
okay.
Nipano Wajis cannot contract. We have signed a contract. And the teachers will not forgive us if we don't ensure that they get their laptops.
And I don't so no more reasonable justification be for the delays.
Always giving some excuse there. The manufacturer did what, then it's a bit sometimes almost key, to open from Microsoft. I mean, some bogus excuse. Bogus excuse.
Isaiah, when are you going back to the negotiation table?
Oh, and God willing, we'll go for a meeting with National Labour Commission.
Okay.
And then we'll see what to do next.
And what are the expectations?
There must be a written commitment. Say, they have mandate to negotiate the terms and conditions that we place on the table. There must be some communication that will sign and indicating a roadmap. In other words, we will have to have a memorandum of an understanding between the two parties, indicating a roadmap, a clear roadmap, how to resolve the issues.
Very well. And see, in the interim, Nadia, Munim Dakra mobe resume from the strike. Na mwakwa kochra there.
In your introduction, you guys say, Unim dia meko class.
Exactly.
Now, Unim dia abai betia or hit to our demand.
That be something mean come on negotiation no. And think come on what this so far no. Based on that premise,
I also be say abai that better they will meet our negotiation. Now, our from you or abai now on also answers away because it is very critical. At least, the demands are bad. I say, oh, we mean to mean, now, young catcher, remember, it looks as if every time we have a call negotiation, leadership, no, we are attacked because the members do not know what goes on there. You understand? But you tell us, no, I'm a CEO of Fair Wages. You tell us what you want to bring on the table, what you can offer the teacher. Make it public. Now, Bien who say, oh, this is what the government wants to do for the teacher. That's fine. Then who say, we have put 6 demands on the table. And I don't know. So I catch the members. What do we do? Then together we move on. But you want to blame us, we didn't write a letter, we didn't follow due process, we didn't do this, or unnecessary distance. Is it true that we have placed 6 dates on the table for you to consider? What are you doing about them? That is important.
Very well. We will await the feedback. I be free and meeting the Moaba. Bibi any beside the wedding come up here, Miss Anaba. I'm grateful and okay for your time. Why?
For catching my for catching your eye this morning. I'm also grateful. God bless you so much.
Yes, but Mr. Anaba, before I go back on, Andra, Abaya Lanche smart schools. Your take on it?
Yen as teachers. Nya abambe na adwuma no ayemre amaye ebe boa se na be ya ebetimi akere nkwara na de yi and would develop very very talented students, overall rounded intellectuals that would have this country at heart and be ready to work for the country. A workforce that are dedicated because they know the country has invested in them. And they are ready to speak the truth and do not deceive Ghanaians. They do the right thing because we have the resources, and when we get the right people in place, mind forward. Anything that will help us achieve this, we are all for it.
Very well. And you know, because they say we are told, sir, textbooks near the will be on the tablet. And to the issue of textbooks, if
you know,
it will be a thing of the past.
If you know, as a union,
yes,
we thought about this thing. We have been, but you don't have the resources. You don't have the capability. We have been thinking of how do we innovate? How do we change things? We have been doing it, and we have met companies. Sometimes they will come. The proposal they bring forth, we do not have the power to negotiate on certain things. Okay. I wish that every child qualified to be in school will be in a school building that is fascinating and motivating enough. Because he's enjoying school and he will come back well big to support. But it is an eyesore. Baby school. It's not good. The structure under which they are studying. But the teacher will sacrifice and be there no matter what. All those are things that we have to look at.
Very well. Medase, Anope, I'm grateful.
I
wish you all the best. And counsel. And Ora. Jacob Anaba Anameneno Eddie and Komono bringing us to exactly 37 after 8 from a year Nagrat, or no, and a vice president.